Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going through, as always, the weekend roundup. It is a Monday, so obviously it is weekend roundup time, and if you've not been here before, we go through all the Premier League results and in depth, and we talk about all the action that's been involved in there, and then go on to the European top 5 leagues and the other EFL leagues in the English football system, and then going on to my team of the week and a topic of the week. And topic of the week this week is, you have to wait till we get to the topic. On to the Premier League, and we're going to start with the title race, and the title race continuing to heat up as City close in on Arsenal with the goal difference, winning 4-0. Vardy getting 2 goals, and you know what, he even asked for the penalty as well. He could have got a hat-trick, but they went for professionalism, gave Alvarez the penalty, won 4-0. Fair play. They needed the goal difference. Gvardiol would have been nice to see him get a hat-trick, but he didn't. Fulham they've finished the season, they don't need to do anything more. They're a very Tony Pulis mentality and can finish the season and just chill out now. They were flying kites in training, so that shows the mentality that they're showing. Hopefully Spurs show a bit different mentality on Tuesday, because Arsenal continue to put up their fight with a 1-0 win against Manchester United, which, it's painful, but I can always see the bright side on it. Might mean that City do not win the league. The goal came from a bit of poor play from Casemiro, not coming up the pitch high enough, sitting too deep, keeping Havertz on side. Havertz got space, Havertz then cut it across to Trossard, who Casemiro let free in the box, and the goal happened. Obviously, Trossard getting involved, very clutch for Arsenal right now. Havertz getting involved, very clutch for Arsenal right now. In terms of the game itself, I think United's wingers look really well, but apart from that, it was still another poor performance. It wasn't as bad as the Monday performance last week, but still bad, still depressing, still another loss on our record. Now on to another big game in terms of relegation. We're going to go with Spurs versus Burnley, 2-1 to Spurs, and it relegates Burnley into the Championship. It is over, it is done. Pedro Porro scoring a nice goal, Van der Ven scoring a nice goal, and they're finally winning. Spurs. They took a long time to get this win, but 4 losses in a row, followed by a win against Burnley, and hopefully they can follow it with a win against City in the midweek, as I've just said. West Ham also doing the dirty work against Luton, likely relegating Luton. Not officially relegating them, but it's the goal difference shows that Luton are probably down now. A 3-1 win is a comfortable win. Earthy getting his goal finally. He's been on a few times for West Ham, but finally getting a goal for him, and I'm sure he'd be happy. He's come through the academy and get a goal for a club that he come through the academy is always a nice achievement. Luton gave it their all. You saw Rob Edwards in his post-match interview crying. He just felt like he'd let the team down, but honestly, he's done such a service to that club, and I hope he does stay at Luton, and hopefully they come back next year and give it their all in the Championship. And then it goes on to Chelsea versus Forest. Chelsea winning 3-2 in this game. It means Forest might still get relegated. They still got the chance, but it's unlikely to happen now. Callum Hudson-Odoi scoring a really nice goal in this game, and it felt like it was a goal that was coming all the time, the way he was playing. But Chelsea survived. Mudryk getting a goal finally. James coming on and securing the win for him was the most important part of that game, though. But the rest of the games now, let's talk about, have no involvement in anything. A bit of Europe potentially, but nothing major. As Newcastle draw 1-1 to Brighton, a result that I didn't see coming. I thought Newcastle would walk over Brighton, to be fair. Longstaff getting a goal right just before he plays United, though. That's good to see, because he's definitely going to score midweek against us, which is fantastic. Anyway, on to Wolves versus Palace. Palace showing that, it wasn't just us being bad. Palace are good right now, winning 3-1. Elise is scoring, Eze is scoring, and Mateta scoring. They are unbelievable right now. That front three is scary. And Cunha getting a goal. Cunha part of another front three that was scary earlier in the season, but now that Palace front three is the scariest front three in the league right now. It's got fear in it, and I'd like to see how they do next season. Brentford winning 2-1, a game that I really thought they were going to get smashed in. I thought Bournemouth were going to walk all over them. Bournemouth have not lost many games this year, especially at home. So losing to Brentford there did surprise me, but it's Visser and Bournemouth linking up. Still no Tony stuff getting involved there. Slanky could have had a hat-trick, but VAR was like, no. 2 of them goals, going away. Unlucky, pal. And Everton winning 1-0. Against an already relegated Sheffield United. Jack Robinson, lucky to not be sent off. He should have really been sent off. I cannot believe he didn't get sent off. It's a shock to me. But Pickford coming in clutch again, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin coming in clutch for an assist for Decore. On to my team of the week. We're going through it pretty quick this week because I am just a bit tired. I will warn that. Anyway, team of the week, Pickford in net. As I said, he had a really good game against Sheffield United there. I know it was against Sheffield United, but a good game is a good game. And I feel like for a goalkeeper, good games this season have been rare. So Pickford easily into this team. A back three of Gvardiol easily getting there. 2 goals from left back. Easily gets into the team of the week here, alongside Saliba, who had a good game against United, keeping a clean sheet, and then Pedro Porro, who said a good, really nice goal against Burnley. I've got Kudus and Souček in the midfield, both relegating Luton basically. Kudus have a really good game, Souček scoring a nice goal, but Kudus was all over Luton. I know it's Luton, but Kudus was all over him. Bernardo Silva had a really good game against Fulham. But he was involved here, there and everywhere, and it was something that needs to be rewarded into my team of the week. And Elise, as I said, has had a really good game week, so yeah, definitely gets into the team. And then a front three of Callum Hudson-Odoi gets into the team for his positions. He was just such a good player, so much chances he had against Chelsea. And Solanke, as I said, he could have had an hat-trick, he should have had an hat-trick potentially, if you want to argue. I'm not going to argue it, but I'll let you argue it. And then Mbuemo getting a goal and an assist, and it was a nice goal and a nice assist against Bournemouth. But let's get on to the playoffs. The playoffs in down below. We're now seeing in League 2, the final is Crawley versus Crewe. I said it was going to be an all-Donny final. MK Dons versus Doncaster, but I was completely wrong, and Crawley or Crewe will be moving up to League 1 next year. Bolton versus Oxford in the League 1 playoff, and I think Bolton will move to the Championship. I don't think it's going to be too much of an argument there in terms of that. And then in terms of the Championship one, I've been led to no help here because both games, Norwich versus Leeds and West Brom versus Southampton, ended 0-0. It probably leans now towards more of a Leeds-Southampton final, but I still think Norwich and I still think West Brom can surprise us a bit, and I'm hoping they do because I want a bit of excitement in football. It'll be nice. I do not want to see Leeds or Southampton come up into the Premier League next year. That is final. Onto the Liga, Real Madrid enjoying the time as champions, winning 4-0. They had a nice game win against Bayern Munich last week to get in the final of the Champions League, and winning 4-0 against Granada is good for them. Sorloth missed the birth of his child to score 2 goals and win in the 97th minute winner, and dedicated to his newborn daughter. So 3-2, he wants that golden boot. And then Barca confirm their Champions League spot in La Liga. In Serie A, both of the Milan teams scoring 5 goals in absolute thrashings. They're having a good time, and why not? Inter have won a title now. AC pushing on for that second spot, and they want that second spot because everyone else is just slipping up. Everyone else is falling over. AC Milan are going to get that second spot. Liga and Brest slip up a little with a 1-1 draw. They might not get that Champions League spot. I really hope they do get a Champions League spot, but they might not. And PSG really slipping up, losing against Toulouse 3-1. They've obviously won the league already, so they're a bit relaxed, but expect better than that from PSG. What are you playing at? And then on to the Bundesliga. Dortmund are not going to get the Champions League through the league. They could obviously still win the Champions League and get the Champions League through that, but a 3-0 loss to Mainz sees that happen for them. Leverkusen win 5-0 against Bochum, and their unbeaten run. 3 games for an unbeaten season. 3 games, and I'm all here for it. Give it to me. I'm excited to see if Leverkusen can do it. And Kane probably not going to break the record because he has not scored in this game week, and yeah, he's got to score 6 goals next week to break Lewandowski's record. And now on to top of the week. This is the quickest I've ever got through this, but it's because I'm tired. I've had a long week, guys. I have a long week. My work is now back open, so yeah, it's been a long week for me. But let's on to top of the week, and it's top of the week. It's talking about who in the Premier League right now I think is going to struggle next year. In terms of who's in the Premier League right now and is struggling already, but is looks like struggling next year, I'm going to go with Brentford and Forest. I think they're going to have bad years next year. I think Forest are technically on 34 points right now. That is a relegation season. Brentford, I think, people thought Tony was going to be the saviour. I don't think he's going to be the saviour. In terms of XG, I think West Ham are going to fall down heavily. Now that they've lost Moyes, they fell last time they lost. Pellegrini came in, who was a Champions League, specialist, and he's done nothing for him. And then United, we've had poor XG all year, and if we do not sort it out, then yeah, we're going to have problems. And then Fulham, Wolves, Bournemouth, I think are more like, as I said before, Tony Pulis teams to get to that 40-point mark and like, right, we survived, let's finish out now, guys, and they're done. It's going to be weird. It's going to be weird next season what's going to happen. But yeah, that is the end of the video now, guys. I do thank you for watching. If you like the video, please leave a like. You want to see more, subscribe. It's the quickest I've ever got through this video. But it is, once again, as I'm tired. Thank you for watching, guys. And hopefully I will see you next time. Cheers.